The Kawasaki Ninja 400 has a big problem. Obviously, its pricing is exorbitant enough कि तेरा घर और मेरा घर तो जाएगा ही जाएगा. But it has an even bigger issue, one that Kawasaki can't do much about. And that makes me a bit sad because this is a special bike. And here's why. Just look at it. Doesn't it look like a mini ZX-10R? Right from this shouty green to these racing livery to these KRT stickers. The Ninja 400 looks like it means business. And why shouldn't it? Because it has been dominating the World Supersport 300 class for years. And once you hop on, you realize that it isn't as aggressive as a liter class phenom. It is more on the lines of a sports tourer. I mean, the controls are within reach, getting on the saddle isn't that much of a bother, and even though the pegs are pushed slightly rearwards, the whole posture isn't that demanding. And it puts you in a great spot to enjoy the Ninja, where it is truly the king, the corners. Don't let the rather simple hardware fool you, because the Ninja 400 is a sweet toy when you're riding up your favorite set of twisties. There's no wrestling or manhandling with the Ninja, as it gracefully goes into a corner and you have to put in very little effort to switch it from one side to the other. And there are no mid-corner shenanigans to be worried about. The Dunlops used on the Ninja 400 feel adequate for the job. Generating hit took a bit of time, so you will have to take the first few corners gently. Thankfully, once the tires were primed, the traction offered was enough to keep the rider out of trouble. Even the brakes aren't fancy radial calipers. A good old trusty 2-pot floating Nissan unit chomping down on a pedal rotor. Stopping distances remain healthy like the bike that we rode 4 years ago. And the same lack of lever modulation and feel made us feel a bit sad. What will never make you sad though is this. Now this 399cc twin likes to rev its heart out to the fullest. It has been made BS6 compliant now, and as a result is losing out a little bit of steam when compared to its predecessor. In fact, according to our VBox data, the gap between the two bikes is just less than half a second in the run to 100 kmph. So it still remains the quickest sub 400cc bike that we have tested. The biggest reason though that this motor will not leave you disappointed is just how usable that performance is. It is powerful but not intimidating. It is fast but not mental. It is potent but not manic. You have majority of the drive coming in from as low as 4000 RPM. So you don't need to aggressively downshift before approaching a corner. In fact, the Ninja 400 could even take uphill U-turns in second gear without any bogging or shuddering experienced. It doesn't mind being ridden at reasonable speeds in higher gears. The gearbox is slick and the clutch action is pretty light. So working the gearbox isn't a task. There is a slight buzz experienced all across the rev range, which isn't what you would expect from a Japanese twin. This is similar to what we experienced on the BS6 Ninja and Z650s as well. So perhaps the engine mods to make the motor BS6 compliant have led to this gruff behavior. Nevertheless, the easy posture and tractable engine is good for highway touring, as you can sustain 110-120 kmph without much fuss. Wind deflection is neatly done and you can spend a good couple of hours in the saddle without complaining about aching wrists or back. The Ninja 400 is a special motorcycle and one that I would have happily recommended if it came in at a lakh less. But the biggest problem with this bike is the availability of the KTM RC390. Now 4 years ago when these two bikes first met, the RC390 had this sort of one-track mind intended for great track usage and shaving off lap times. But this one is a lot more versatile. Great for city use, you can go touring on it and is just as fun around a racetrack. It might not have the performance or the finesse of the Ninja, but it makes up for it by offering more premium hardware, fancy features and an electronics package that is unheard of in this segment. Yes, it is pricey, but for the price of one Ninja 400, you could buy the RC390, slap on some stickier tires, go to the track day, ride on the track for numerous hours and still end up saving some money for good riding gear and fun in the city. So it sort of justifies its price tag much better. So the Ninja 400 might be the best bike in the sub 400cc class, but its superiority is not enough to overcome the RC's proposition. So do let me know what you have to say about these two bikes in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe to Zigwheels, hit that bell notification icon, follow us on our Instagram page for more BTS content, and until next time, thank you so much for watching.